best generalization that you wrote yesterday and decide who is going to read it. I've been teaching for 2 years now. What I enjoy most about teaching is the students, really. I love children. I love being able to help them understand a concept and seeing how their faces light up when they finally get the information.
This is my first year teaching, and I like the fact that each day is different and you get to socialize and be with these students, different personalities and different individuals. And you're a student yourself when you're a teacher. Every day you're learning.
Well, I guess the typical answer would be the kids, but I think really what I like most is a challenge with the kids. And every year and every new day is a new challenge when you're working with children of any age.
It keeps you engaged mentally. You're always growing, you're always learning, which this is why I love this job, because I don't feel like I'm just vegetating.
You're right, Lori. Nice job. And there it is. You didn't have to worry about typing it. Search it, and then look for a good picture.
Since third grade, I knew I wanted to be a teacher.
Excellent. Nice job.
I just love working with the kids. I love the excitement that they get learning something. I like seeing them really get that, that aha moment that I understand it.
Well, last year I was a substitute teacher, and I got to observe, and I got to be in a classroom from kindergarten on through 12th. And having that experience, you can see at the 9th through 12th level, you can treat them as an adult, and I can connect with them a lot easier than when I'm in elementary. I have to put on a different mask.
At your desk, take out a piece of paper. I want you guys to create your own.
Typical fourth graders don't do their homework.
Do you guys consider yourself typical fourth graders?
Yes. Yes.
How many of you do your homework every day? I really didn't have a choice in what grade I was going to teach. I basically was told to teach the fourth grade, so I really wasn't able to choose the grade, but I did get certified in 1st to 6th grade.
Shake, Ray, shake, Ray. Everybody knows their job in our ensemble? Good, let's do it together. We need that strong, steady beat. Get that heart pumping so we can feel it. Girls, music is one thing that I've always enjoyed. I had great teachers growing up. And it was really, I had a chance to play professionally and pursue that kind of a career. And I tried that after my undergraduate degree was completed. And in my heart, I always knew that teaching is what I wanted to do.
I started working with severe special needs students, and I thought, okay, if I can do this, and I can get through this, anything after that will be easy. Then I went into a public school and worked with regular ed kids in an elementary school. That was terrific. And then I realized I really, truly enjoyed technology and everything it could do. So then I got my master's in instructional technology.
The most useful part in my teacher education program, I must say, was basically everything, because I use all the skills and all the strategies that my teachers taught me in the classroom, because teaching encompasses so much. So everything I found was useful in lesson planning, teaching language arts, math.
I think more practically are the times when you actually did it like a student teaching. And, or, observing is one thing, but you just sit back and watch somebody else do it. Until you get up there and do it, it's a whole different world.
The lucky thing for me is that because I had a double major, I actually had to do 2 semesters of student teaching. So I really technically got a full year of it, as opposed to most people only getting a semester's worth. So that's really what prepared me.
Obviously my methods class, because they prepare you on checking on the frameworks when you're teaching your classes, and preparing the kids for MCAS, and knowing how to make a lesson plan, knowing what students need to learn other than the X plus 2 equals 6, how they learn, critical thinking and different things like that.
I think that our young teachers that I've had the honor of working with are very prepared, and I think, emotionally as well as maturity, I see them disappointed at times and days, maybe the behavior of the kids or their lesson didn't work. And we just look at them and say, you know what, it happens to the best of us, it happens to all of us, and that's the best lesson we can have.
All right, number 4. The challenges I face in the classroom is that I have different leveled students, like some are higher than others, and being able to reach every child, make sure every child understands the lesson, the concept, what it is they need to do. That's my biggest challenge, and that I face every day.
Well, the challenge is it's my age. I'm 23 years old, and I teach kids that are 18. So, first couple of weeks, they looked at me as this, college kid. But after they realized that I know a lot more math than they do, and they know I could teach them something, it's been going great.
The other challenge that's within the school, too, is I think what the kids bring to school with them. Like I said, I started teaching in 1973, and the world has certainly changed since then. And what these kids bring into my room, in their hearts and in their heads, sometimes I don't know about it, but I can tell there's something wrong, is something that, in a way, a teacher can't deal with, but in a way we have to learn to understand.
It's frustrating when you see students that need more than what you can give them. There are students coming to school that haven't had breakfast, students that haven't had a bath. There's just so many things that kids have to deal with now that makes it difficult for teachers. We're being told you need to increase more and more of what you need to give to the kids. You need to take more courses. You need to increase their math scores. You need to increase, their language arts scores.
There are going to be many challenges, I think, for a first-year teacher, second-year teacher. The first challenge is finding your way. How do you belong? How do you belong to that community of that school you're teaching in? What exactly are you going to teach? I mean, even though you've been taught and told this is what's going to happen, and then your first day on the job, this isn't what's happening at all.
What has surprised me is all the work that is involved. I really didn't realize how much work it takes to be a teacher, all the planning and all the time that you put in.
You have to put a lot of time into it. When I was a student, I thought my teachers didn't do anything, Oh, yeah, they gave me a test, yeah. All they have to do is correct it. Yeah, but I spent hours and hours preparing myself so I can give the material in a certain way so they understand it.
If you volunteer first in a school, or if you are in an actual education program, when you get there, if you realize that you are not enjoying it, if you realize that you are too stressed, it's definitely not for you.
Flexibility is a big teacher word. You must be very flexible, and you have to be, you can't get uptight about everything you do. You can't be upset about everything that doesn't go the way you thought it was going to go.
My advice would be that to make sure they love kids, because they spend a lot of time with them. Have patience. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication. I know most people think your day ends at 3 o'clock, but it usually doesn't, with all the planning that you do and all the grading.
My advice to the students that want to be a teacher, make sure that school and kids are going to be a big, big part of your life, that you want that to happen, because they are.